course, President Obama this week ramping up his rhetoric and arguing America's richest Americans need to pay their fair share.
Well, now Republicans on the campaign trail responding, saying inequality is essential in America. Here's Rick Santorum.
There is income inequality in America. There always has been. And hopefully, and I do say that, there always will be. Why? Because people rise to different levels of success based on what they contribute to society and to the marketplace. And that's as it should be.
A couple messages there. So whose message is resonating more with voters?
You're here to weigh in on this is former speechwriter and President George W. Bush, Mark Thiessen. Mark, when you hear that and you hear Rick Santorum saying that, is that what the American people want to hear?
No, and it's not the strategy that Republicans should be taking. Look, Obama is playing the class warfare card because it's really the only card he has. He can't campaign on a theme of it's morning in America the way Ronald Reagan did because it's not morning in America. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to create a wave of class envy and resentment that he could ride to re-election, and unfortunately Republicans are helping him. You've got the two leading Republican candidates. Mitt Romney a few weeks ago said that he's not concerned about the very poor, and now you have Rick Santorum saying income inequality is a good thing. Instead of defending income inequality, what the Republican candidate should be saying is, Mr. President, your policies are exacerbating income inequality. Under your administration, 2.6 million people have gone from the middle class into poverty. You've got millions of people who can't find work, millions of people who are underemployed, who used to have full-time jobs but are now only working part-time. Your policies are responsible for this. You are making income inequality worse.
Do you think that was a risky move for Santorum to say that?
Yes, I think it's the exact wrong way to say it. We shouldn't be defending income inequality. What we should be talking about is Barack Obama has brought us a downward mobility society, and we should be championing upward mobility. In a society that is growing, people don't care about income inequality. Republican view is not that we should divide up a shrinking economic pie more equitably. The Republican view is we should be growing the economic pie so everybody gets a bigger slice. We have to have an optimistic message about ending Barack Obama's destructive economic policies so that we can get the economy growing again and all Americans' incomes rising. That should be our policy.
My co-host Dave likes to use sports analogies, but I'm a little nerdier, so maybe I'll do a little chess analogy here. It seems like the payroll tax cut extension is like, chessboard. One of those big pieces on the chessboard has now been removed, and that's not part of the debate going forward in the 2012 election, but the Bush-era tax cut set to expire at the end of this year will be. Who is on the right side of this argument? Is it going to be an easier argument for President Obama to make? We got to let the richest tax cuts expire because I'm here for you, the middle class. Is that better on his side?
I think Americans instinctively understand that the worst thing you could possibly do in a rough economy is raise taxes on job creators. But what we should be doing is saying we want to soak the rich too as Republicans. We want to take away all the government subsidies that Barack Obama has been giving them. We want to take away here's a Buffett rule for the Republican Party. Right. Warren Buffett doesn't need Medicare.
Mark Thiessen, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Thanks for waking up on a Saturday.
All right, thank you.
That's why he's a speechwriter. He knows his stuff. Thanks, Mark. Coming up on the show, a heart attack at the